Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Vintage Baseball Card of the Week. The 1955 Topps, number 47, Hank Aaron. This is a card that I first kind of discovered when I was a kid, when the 1974 Topps Hank Aaron Specials came out, and it listed all of the previous Topps cards of Aaron's from 1954 all the way to 1973. This card was on the very first Hank Aaron Special card, and boy, I didn't think I'd ever actually get to own it. Bought this card back in March of 2019 at a card shop in Massachusetts. I only paid $200 for it. Looked it up online, I kind of pulled my phone out and saw what they were selling for and snapped it up. It's only a PSA 5, but for me that was good enough. I just wanted to own the card. This is a pretty clean example. The centering is pretty good, the corners not so good, but just a great card. What is so interesting to me about this card is a couple things. One, it's a sophomore card. I am not going to be able to afford a rookie card in decent condition. I'd probably have to sell half of my collection just to get it. But this card is affordable. The 55 set is pretty popular for obvious reasons. Just a really well-designed card. If you were to design a baseball card, it's got all the features you would want to put on a card. It's got an action shot, it's got a portrait, it's got a cartoon on the back, it's got statistics, it's got a facsimile autograph. The horizontal design really works well, and I can understand why 55 Topps is such a great design and well loved by collectors. Now, the 55 Topps was actually the second smallest set that they ever put together. It only had 206 cards in it. 51 Topps was the smallest that Topps ever released. And one more interesting fact about the Aaron card is it's an uncorrected error. They've got his birth date on here as February 10th, but it's actually February 5th. One more interesting fact about this card is it's the fifth most valuable card in the 55 set, and I would have thought it would have been worth more given Hank Aaron's stature in the hobby. But no, it's Roberto Clemente, Ted Williams, Willie Mays, Sandy Koufax, and Duke Snider. Their cards are all worth more than the Aaron card. Now, as I said earlier, I paid $200 for this card. In 2018, the card was selling for an average of about $300. But now in 2019, the card is selling for an average of $400. So it's had a really great return on investment if you're thinking about maybe buying a card to invest. These sophomore cards, I just love for that. The point of entry is a lot cheaper than a rookie card, and they seem to do fairly well. And you can see here on my spreadsheet, you can just see the rate of return and how the card has been doing the last few years. Really strong. Well, that's it for the Vintage Baseball Card of the Week. If I've forgotten anything or you have any recollections of this card, drop them in a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next week, and collect what you love.